Hi guys, John Singleton here, head coach of the program. I'm in Barcelona at HUELLA Workout Club. I am very lucky to be joined by Reika. And today we are going to be looking at probably one of the most common movements in CrossFit, the box jump. And it's actually one of those movements that, people around the world now do that before CrossFit, no one really had the plyo boxes still. It was a very rare movement. So it's one of those things that's become commonplace in CrossFit. However, there are some really important things we want to look at in the box jump and how we do them, especially depending on how on your capacity. So the box itself, this is the quintessential box that we have. You have a 20-inch, you can move it into a 24-inch, and you can also take it up to 30-inch. So typically in the RX workouts, females have 20 and males have 24, although that is starting to change in the world of CrossFit with, in essence, both male and female having exactly the same height. So what we're going to start doing is that Reika's just going to demo 5 box jumps just so we can see the movement. Okay, nice. Now one thing you'll notice there is that Reika did a side of descent called step down. So actually there's different ways you can come down from the box. One of them, step down, and the other way is what we call a rebound. Now the rebound is quicker but more taxing, especially it will raise your heart rate a lot quicker, and also if you're not used to box jumps, it's more of a stress on the lower body, and therefore for the majority of people who aren't used to box jumps, we do actually recommend just stepping down. But for the just to show you guys, if Ray's okay, she's going to give 3 reps now of a rebounding box jump. Yeah. Okay, so that was our rebound and our step down. 2 different styles of descent. They are quite different from each other, and if you guys want to play about, in essence, the step down will keep your heart rate lower, and therefore it's easier to do the higher reps. Now, what I want to look at is actually how we do the box jump, because it can be seen as very simple, and it is very simple. In essence, we're going from the ground to the box, but there are a couple of little tips that may help you become a bit more efficient. So the first thing we're actually going to try, we're going to start with our feet a bit closer together. Let's call it under hips. And then when we land, our feet are actually going to land under shoulder width. So we go from narrow to wide. And what I want, she's just going to jump and then pause or catch in the actual, when she lands on top of the box. Good, and then stand up, nice. And then back down once again. Good, and then stand up and then back down. So what I'm going to get ready to do now, you're actually going to pause in the 2 positions. So you're going to do a rebound, you're going to come up, pause, and then you're going to jump down and pause in the catch on the floor as well. So we're going to jump, pause, then we stand up, and then pause in the catch back on the floor, and then jump back up, stand, and we're going to just do that a couple of times. Nice. And again. Good, okay. So in the same way, we use this in weightlifting quite a lot, but even with gymnastics, with weightlifting, pausing in these positions can really help to reinforce where we want to be. It's okay, on a box like this, losing balance, so it's quite normal, especially when you're developing a new technique. It's also important to note that there's different style of boxes. These wooden boxes, if you're not confident, when you fall on them, you can scrape the shin. So they do have soft ply boxes, which for learning and building the confidence can be a bit more useful. Now, what we're trying to show there is that actually starting with the feet narrower and landing wide can start to become a very efficient way. Reika actually did something quite interesting, which a lot of athletes will tend to do, and that is for the come down, as she stands up, she brings the feet closer and then jumps back down. And the reason is a lot of athletes find it harder to jump straight up and stand up, balance, and then come back down. So actually standing up, and then as you're standing up, bringing the foot in to go back down is a style that some athletes use. So we're going to go a bit slower on this, but you're going to jump, the catch, bring both feet together, and then jump back down. So catch, feet come closer together as you stand up, and then back down, and we go again. And back down. Good. Okay, and relax. So you can see that slightly bringing the foot in, jumping back down in the same position and rebounding through is in essence the most common style of box jump and the style of box jump that we tend to recommend. If you rebound or step down, that's completely up to you. As we mentioned in the beginning, the rebound's harder for the body, step down slightly easier. Now, there are hundreds of different types of box jumps we can do, but the next most common type of box jump is what's called the box jump over. So if you just show a couple of reps. Okay, good. So as you can see here, one of the big differences that with the typical stance in CrossFit, on a normal box jump I have to reach full extension at the top. Whereas with the box jump over, the rep is credited when I just simply both feet touch the other side. There's also different ways you can rebound down, you can step down, but what we want to look at is just, in essence, you being more comfortable moving through the box. So just do another rep for me over. And again. Good. What you will see is very simply, as Reika jumps, she angles her body because you have to rotate to come back. Obviously, if I was going to do a box jump, I jump on, I jump off, I then have to go all the way around, jump on, jump off, and turn. That turning on the floor becomes very inefficient. So therefore, what I'm actually doing is doing a partial turn on the box, a partial turn when I then land, and so on and so forth, so I can keep that kind of 180-degree motion going around to make it a bit more efficient. So those are our different types of box jumps. We have, in essence, our simple rebounding box jump, step down box jump, or our box jump overs. I hope that you have found this video useful. Please leave a comment, please like, please subscribe, and we will keep the content coming.